Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Chux Content with Angelica and Jordan.
See?
How we sounding?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Perfect audio.
Yeah, right now we're heading on down to New Haven. Jordan is a little bit tired
Yes.
because of medication. And we collectively, as a whole unit, decided to once again go down to New Haven. We have no idea what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yep.
I kind of want to show Angelica the taco trucks.
Ooh.
Maybe get some food or something like that.
Yeah.
Perhaps get a drink, a singular drunk.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see.
I'm alright with
We
that.
are pretty broke boys.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's not gonna be a whole ballin' out adventure.
No.
You know, we're taking the Miata and we're gonna get hotter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, how are you, my dear? How are you doing?
You know, I'm good. I'm feeling a lot of things.
What do you mean? If you care to explain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feel
so,
no pressure though.
like, I don't know. There was a lot of fucking emotions last night. Not your fault.
Well, yeah,
At
you
all.
went through your old memories, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff came up, I'm sure.
Yes, a lot of things did come up.
What's going on?
Just thoughts about me
Mhm.
and who I was for the last 2 years and like where I'm at now.
Word.
It's interesting to think about. What was I gonna say? My
The
brain
progress
today.
you've made, perhaps? Or
Yeah, like I feel really good about the position that I'm in, and this is like the happiest I've been since like 2016 probably.
Damn. It's like that.
Yeah, 'cause like it's weird. I thought I was really happy for a while,
Mhm.
and when I look back on it, I'm like, no, you were just really depressed and disassociating.
And that just kind of became your normal, so therefore you
Yeah.
kind of plateaued on this is what so-called happiness is, you know.
Yep.
Or this is as good as it gets, so might as well just adjust
Yeah,
accordingly, you know.
pretty much.
Hope I'm not putting words in your mouth, but
No, you're not. You're
pretty on point.
You're pretty on point. I feel like college definitely did not help.
Really?
Yeah, I hit a really low point when I came back from Europe and I went to college. And it was all right, but
Mhm.
I don't know. There's like good memories in there, but it's like majority of like the beginning of my adulthood has just been insane. Like most people,
Sure.
from what I've gauged.
Yeah,
But
no, the 20s are a terrible time. Also a very good time.
yeah.
It's like a giant typhlosion storm. What am I trying to say? Typhoon,
Yeah.
tsunami.
Right.
You know, of emotions, and I call it the puberty of the mind, soul, and spirit.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's interesting and like
Mhm.
I don't know, it's weird to move here
Mhm.
and like I still have contact with people from Utah and you know like my cousins and my family,
Yeah.
and dog, everyone's getting married.
How's that feel? And they're all like your age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My age and younger.
Yeah.
Like one of my cousins got married just barely, I think. Yeah, just barely.
Yeah.
She's 20. She just turned 23.
Dang.
But like even her younger sister got
Mhm.
married at 19 just barely.
And was pregnant?
No.
Oh wait, I thought you said and was pregnant.
No.
Okay.
Just barely got married.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. And most of these people are like only in their relationships for like probably 6 months.
And they're like, this is it. This is the one.
Yep.
Or I'm at prime marriage age.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like weird because even though like there's different degrees to it, I definitely can understand like, you know, you being 25 and
Yeah.
also seeing it.
Mhm.
I'm seeing it from a perspective of like Utah's culture is if you don't get married, have kids, and have a house by the time you're my age,
It's 21.
you're doing something wrong.
Dang.
Yeah.
How do you even afford a house?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, like, how hard do you have to work between, like, working age of 16 and 21 to fucking just afford a mortgage? And I don't know. It seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, Utah, or, like, I guess how you describe Utah seems like a completely other world,
Yeah.
you know?
It's bizarre.
Seriously.
Like, I honestly think that most of the people who are getting houses,
Mm-hmm.
I think their parents save money
That
and
makes
then they pay for a house for them or
That makes
something
sense.
like that.
Or at least help them along or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like there's still a couple of cousins in my age group who aren't married, but it's only me and 2 others.
Gotcha.
Like everybody else is pretty much settled down at this point.
Dang.
Yeah. I got one that just got a divorce.
At what age? Do you know?
She's your age.
Word.
Yeah, she got
Sorry.
married at 18.
Wow.
Yeah. She has a 4-year-old.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. So they waited like a year or 2 and then popped out a kid and then
Yeah.
shit.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's weird because everybody is very rushed to just grow up.
Yeah, it seems like. Did you say rushed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like the general culture. Like it's
Yeah.
super weird.
This
Like
is just what you do.
yeah. Like people just don't wait.
Mm.
And so I don't wish it and I don't want it at all.
Yeah.
But
you really were the thing that got through the cracks, man.
yeah.
You know. So, or the person that got through the cracks of that one.
Right. It's a weird thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like growing up in that type of environment and then not being engaged after graduation is just wrong.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't feel that way.
No.
And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Seems like you got some stuff to work through that you have been working through is probably a better way to phrase it.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely.
Yeah. And I think that moving out here to Connecticut, or literally if you moved pretty much anywhere else,
Yep.
you know, just kind of get out of that headspace, like how you said, like taking the helmet off.
Mhm.
Was probably one of the best things that you have done from an outside perspective, at least.
Right.
You know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like weird cuz I'm going to be turning 22 in like 5 months.
Yep.
4 months, whatever it is. And it's just wild to me. It's weird. It's a weird perspective.
Seems like, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Cuz
But,
like
yeah.
I don't know where I'm from, once you turn 21, 22, you're like old. Like
That's fucking crazy.
like you're just like you don't do anything.
Yeah. You just sit with the kids and
Yeah.
fucking hang out.
Yep.
You know.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah, like one of my cousins just turned 23
Mm-hmm.
in February.
Word.
She's got 2 kids.
Word.
She's been married for
Since 18 or 19.
barely 18.
Word.
She was engaged at 17.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And like when I visit her, when I talk to her, she's just like super depressed and like
really.
she's just like a stay-at-home mom. Like she has no career. She never got her driver's license.
Dude.
Like she's like trapped is the way that I look at it.
No, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, and her age gap is 10 years.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
With her partner?
Yeah, her husband
my
her husband is
God.
10 years older than her.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How did that one float? Like, was it? Did they just meet and fucking? If you care to explain.
Yeah, honestly, it's really interesting.
Sure.
So, in the polygamous religion,
Yes.
the AUB, there are men
Mhm.
who either get married at the same age as the woman that they're marrying. So you both get married really young, which
Yep.
was most of my cousins.
Yep.
But then you have the other men who just didn't get married.
Yeah.
And then they didn't get married. And then they didn't get married. And they
Mhm.
didn't get married. and then they're 30.
Yep.
And the church leaders are like, well,
You need to get some, man.
yeah, how are you going to populate your planet in the afterlife?
Yeah.
And they get creepy.
Yeah.
And they start looking for
They start
suitors.
hunting the young ones.
Yep. And women in the community do not get past like 19 without being married.
That's crazy, man.
Like every woman is married.
Yeah.
The only ones that like miss getting married are most of the men because they're like fucking weird.
Yeah.
So the funniest part is that this cousin I'm talking about specifically, where her husband's 10 years older than her, he is actually Ben's best friend. Or no, Ben's brother's best friend. So my other uncle's best friend that he grew up with. And they like graduated high school and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like now our families are like married to again into the family. Like it's I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Seems like, doctor.
And like Ben knows this guy and is like, yeah, he's a weirdo.
Oh.
He like was really creepy in high school and he's like one of those people that just like gives you the ick.
Oh.
Yeah, like a real creep.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's weird. It's very common, unfortunately. But yeah, like they hadn't kissed before they got married.
So how did they? This is getting into it, but like, how did they meet? Was it the church that kind of was like, this is a person, you know, or did they just start talking or something like that, or?
It's mainly like church functions.
That makes sense.
Other people's weddings.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think they met because he was working for my uncle's construction company.
Gotcha.
Whose daughter he married. Yeah, and they met through that, and then they started dating. And
it's a long song, by the way.
It is.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I just realized this song is still playing.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's
Continue,
2 in
please.
1, but yes.
Yes.
So yeah, like they met, they started dating, and then he asked my uncle if he could marry her like probably 8 months after they started dating.
Dude.
Yeah, and then my uncle was like, well, I can see that you're gonna take care of her and like be there for her. I don't necessarily know how the conversation went because it's not really any of my business, but like
he essentially approved the relationship.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then he proposed to her and they got married.
Okay.
And I actually did their engagement photos.
Word.
And it was just wild. Like, it was really awkward. Like, really fucking awkward. Because, like, me and my mom were doing their pictures, and they wanted them to be very, like, you know, modern.
Sure.
You know, regular fucking engagement photos. So we were like, hey, kiss her.
Yeah.
Like, bend her down and kiss her so we can get this photo. And it was awkward.
Yeah?
They were like, no.
It's weird.
They said no. And then, like, we did the dress reveal, and we did photos for that, and he just blank stare. Just, like, blank. No reaction.
Damn.
No nothing. I still have the video somewhere on my phone. I could show you it at another time, but it's weird. And, yeah, this is, like, a really common thing.
Dude.
And, like, my aunt married this guy, and they're the same age.
Yeah.
And then they had been married for like 8 years or something like that. And then my other aunt, who's younger than Ben,
Word.
she went to live with them because my grandparents kicked her out.
Yeah.
And that uncle got weird.
Oh, dude.
And started dating her.
Your aunt.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So basically, let me try and get this in a way that is easier to comprehend.
Please.
So basically, I'll do cover names.
Okay.
I'll do cover names. Let's see.
Okay.
So Becky.
Yep. Good name.
Married. Fucking
Brian.
Okay.
Yep.
Becky married Brian.
Mm-hmm.
They had been married for 8 years.
Gotcha.
Then Becky's younger sister, Courtney, was like, hey, I got kicked out and I need to go to nursing school.
Okay.
But I live in like a podunk fucking small ass town and there's no access to schooling here.
Gotcha.
Can I move down to Salt Lake with you guys and go to school? And they said yes. Mm-hmm. So then Courtney moves in with Becky and Brian. Mm-hmm. And Brian goes, oh, damn.
I really like Courtney.
Courtney's
kind of fine.
Yeah, so then he started courting her while he was married to Becky.
Now, is this a polygamous relationship?
It is.
Oh.
And the church approved it because you're supposed to have another wife by like a certain amount of years, but there's not like a rule to it. It's like
it's just more of like an unsaid thing.
Well, no, the church leaders like get a message from God and then like you have to tell them and like that kind of thing. So he got told by God that he needed to marry Courtney, Becky's sister.
Yeah.
And Courtney was 17.
Damn. So
and he was and Brian was 31.
Dang.
Yeah.
So both sisters got snatched up by homeboy.
Yep, and they are both still married to homie.
Big word.
And I also have 2 other aunts that are older than those 2.
Yeah.
Who are also married to the same husband.
God damn.
Yeah.
So it all stays within the fam.
Essentially.
Okay. And you guys were the quote-unquote... Not that normal is a bad thing. Okay, man, I'm moving up. He just blinked his high beams at me.
Damn.
For whatever reason. It's like, I can't really go anywhere, homie.
Fucking Ford back here.
I know, this fucking Ford. This F-150. Dang. And again, you guys were the quote-unquote, very big quote-unquote, because normal is relative, but like the normal ones.
Yeah.
That were just like, no, we ain't fucking with that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
How did your dad... and greater extent your brother or his brother, the uncle who you live with, how did they how was their mindset change? Was it the whole moving out when they were just so young, so they just kind of had to figure it out and they were like, oh, this isn't really like, I don't know.
So my dad, he has always been very smart.
I definitely do. I can see that.
Yeah, he's a very smart person, very educated. He's very curious, like.
And not just curious as what if, curious as in I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was raised in the church, and he was doing his thing, and then you're good. So, yeah, he was doing his thing, and then he went to like a normal high school.
Sure.
In town instead of one of the church's schools.
Sure.
And
he was like high school. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. He was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
He got a job at like the fairgrounds or something.
Sure.
And then someone started buying him cigarettes.
Interesting.
And it was like the early 90s.
Okay.
And, cigarettes were popping.
Yeah,
like, everybody was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
So he actually was really smart about it, and he, like, threw them away. He'd never brought them around the house, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha.
But he also grew up on a property. My grandparents, they own a pond. That's down. Yeah, it's down by the bottom of their house. So, like, they own a set of water.
Cool.
And him and his friends would go down there and they would like build tree houses, they'd build diving boards, they'd have like
cool.
bonfires and shit. And he got really drunk with his friends, and one of his friends left a pack of cigarettes next to the campfire.
Oh, dude.
And my grandfather found it.
Yep.
And locked my dad in the wood closet.
Oh, dude.
For 12 days and 12 nights.
Dude.
With nothing but bread and water.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn. For a pack of ciggies.
For a pack of cigarettes.
Okay.
And when my dad was released.
Yeah.
My grandfather basically told him that he does nothing but listen to the devil's music. And.
Oh, my God.
Has attraction to girls and sins.
Sure.
Mind
he just railed into the dude.
Yeah, mind you, my dad is 14, about to turn 15.
Yeah.
And he says, "You're out."
Dang.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Sure, yeah.
And so my dad just was like, all right. So he left. And he bought a car or something, and he had no license.
Yeah.
And his aunt was living in southern Utah, and my dad grew up in Montana.
Gotcha.
And he drove this car all the way down to southern Utah.
Word.
To live with his aunt.
Word.
And he found my mom and my grandmother, my mom's mom.
Yeah, didn't they live like across the street?
Yeah, they lived across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad's aunt ended up telling him like the same thing, like he was like a piece of shit, and like a bunch of stuff for listening to like fucking music.
Yeah.
And so my dad said, "All right, peace out." And he found this group of college guys in town that were living in a dorm.
Sure.
And they were like, "Hey, you can rent." For like, you can rent a room with us, and we won't tell anybody that you're a minor.
Gotcha.
And that was like really awesome for him.
No,
and
seriously, because he would have been out on the street or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah, he did that for a little while, and then him and my mom got together. They got married at 16, 17.
Yeah.
And then they were actually polygamous for like 3 years of my life, I want to say.
Okay.
My grandfather actually told my dad he had to marry my mom's sister.
Okay.
And my dad said no.
Yeah.
And then they joined the Mormon church until I was about 6 years old.
Okay.
And then my dad just went, why the fuck are we doing this?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, this is bullshit. Like, realizing what he grew up with and the abuse that he went through.
Exactly, yeah.
And equally my mom, too.
Yeah.
And they both were like, no. This is bullshit. And they were like, we are not going to participate in any organized religion. And we are going to educate ourselves as firmly as we fucking can. So they rented books, they rented tapes, they went to free seminars.
They went to fucking work.
Yeah. And they just like basically unfound God is kind of the way my dad put it.
No, but it makes sense. Or unfound the Mormon God, or, you know, kind of uprooted or declawed, not declawed. I'm trying to come up with a better metaphor, phrase, term, but I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took out the rotten tree. Yeah. Not that it's rotten. You do whatever the fuck you want to do with your life.
Exactly.
Believe in whatever the fuck you want to believe in. But yeah, for them, they took out the rotten tree, or trimmed the bonsai. Just metaphors, but. And
my parents believe in no higher power whatsoever.
So what happens when you die, according to your parents?
They're agnostic.
Okay. Oh, so it's kind of like, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm agnostic. Like, I'm just, it's very much, there's no, not that there's no evidence, but it's like, I don't know, I just want to live my life because there's no way to tell, and I'd rather live in this moment.
I see.
That's the way that my parents believe. They were they were very hardcore atheists for a lot of my childhood, and they were very much, no, there is literally no God. Gotcha. Nothing happens after you die.
But that makes sense as to what they grew up with.
Yeah.
Naturally being like so God heavy, you're naturally going to snap to the other side.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that instead of just holding on to that, they kind of found they reeled back, not reeled back, but like they kind of found the middle.
Yep.
The middle way.
Oh yeah.
All that.
Yeah. So it's like it's a very interesting thing, but because like that's the thing, the two older sons in the family, they went through so much abuse in their childhood.
Him and Ben?
No. Him and his older brother Dave from the other mother.
Copy.
They went through so much trauma and so much abuse that they just completely removed that belief from their brain.
Gotcha.
The reason that Ben is not anywhere within that realm and he kind of went into a normal stance is because of hatred.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Chapter 2. I like it. That's a good entrance. Continue,
so basically, anger issues are a intense thing for the males in my dad's side of the family.
Now, do you believe that's just from trauma and all that?
I don't know specifically.
But it just is.
It just is.
Exists,
yeah, like every uncle, every fucking great uncle, every cousin of my dad's, my grandfather, my grandfather's brothers, extreme anger issues.
Copy.
Straight out the womb. Like, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben saw all of that anger and all of that shit that was, like, uncontrolled.
Yeah.
And was like, why is this happening? And he determined for himself that it was religion. Word. And so he was like, I'm not going to be a part of this. And he was also very smart. So he also educated himself and searched for own answers to, you know, his questions. And, came to pretty much the same conclusion my dad did. Yeah. But my dad and Ben are 11 years apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Damn.
Yeah, really, so, like, really crazy.
That's a fucking vision quest, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's a true vision quest of, like, you know, taking out all of the old, or all that you grew up with and replacing it with something that is very much your own. That's fucking beautiful, honestly. As much as it is a very cathartic and more phoenix bursting into flames type thing, just to be reborn, like, it's beautiful, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. And, like, it's insane because it's so hard for people in that religion to escape it, is what people like to call it.
I literally think it's because it's kind of like, they say that Apple, like that, like the iPhone, Apple is like they call it a garden or a walled garden where that nothing escapes it, you know. And I feel like, you know, religion to some extent, but definitely Mormonism, as I learn about it more through you, is very much the same thing, because it's like you stay within your tribe, and if you don't, then you are ostracized, essentially, you know?
Very much so.
Crazy. So it's either like you join it or you're kicked out, and it's not like you're just kicked out and we'll see you later. It's like you are out of everything.
Yeah.
You lose your community.
Yeah.
You know, you lose your social life, you lose all that. You lose your community.
Yeah.
You know? And I wish there was a heavier word for it, but
you lose your family.
Oh, big word. That's
you lose good your entire family.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, my grandmother, my mom's mom, actually adopted my dad.
Really?
Yeah, because my grandparents wanted nothing to do with him.
That's fair.
And my grandma, even though she was also in the same religion, still to this day despises my grandfather.
That's fair.
Thinks he's the worst human being.
That's fair.
It's gotten better-ish, but she was really upset, and she's one of those, like, older women that likes to take teenagers under her wing and give them a place to live.
Hot tamale? No.
No.
Different one?
No,
that's your aunt.
That's my aunt, yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah. So my grandmother, she, my dad wasn't the only one. She actually, even though she had 10 kids herself, she was constantly adopting teenagers that were kicked out of their homes.
It's a good person.
And, like, giving them a place to live, giving them food.
Yeah, seriously.
And all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason that she adopted my dad was because when my parents got together, they were like, oh, well, we need to get married because my mom's dad had just died and there was no money in the family. They were basically, like, extremely impoverished.
Yeah.
And my grandma told my dad, she was like, look, unless you guys get married and try and figure out your own thing, like, I don't know what's going to happen to my daughter.
That's fair.
And so she adopted him so that she could sign the papers for my parents to get married.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, it's a really crazy thing. But yeah, most of my family is still somewhat involved.
Yeah.
Within the religion.
Yeah.
My brother, or quote unquote my uncle.
Yeah.
My Ben and my dad's youngest brother. He isn't at all. He's smart but not smart.
Is it like book smart / street smart, or just a different type of way, or?
He's smart in a sense of, like, he knows that he shouldn't, like, involve himself in the cult.
But doesn't take action to actually get himself out.
No, he's out. He's just because of his anger issues. He is just so unforgiving, and he has excluded himself from the family. He was very involved with drugs. He has wrecked multiple cars. He's dealt with addiction, and he's the same age as me.
Dang.
Yeah. So there's 3 of them, but out of 12 children, only 3 of them.
That's Oh, do you mind holding this for a second?
Yeah. You got it. Thank you.
No problem. It was annoying me.
I was going to say the same thing.
The ticking in the background.
Bugging the shit.
If that helps.
Yeah.
This actually used to be my old exit.
Really?
Yeah, 15 on 91.
Wow.
To go to work.
Wow.
So I had to drive that every single day.
Holy shit.
It was like a 40-minute commute.
Jesus.
Yeah. Down 91, and there was like accidents all the time, so I was always fucking late.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Seriously.
Yeah. Luckily, I worked second shift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
so
not awful, but yeah.
It was like 3 to 10.
Oh,
no, 3 to 11.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like 3 to 11. So I would get out, try to get some pussy, and no one would be awake, or I'd try to get out, try to get a drink. All the bars would be closed by the time I got back to Hartford or whatever. I would just be exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a good thing, but it was also just dog shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Jesus.
Yeah, seriously. But anyway.
But yeah.
Back to your story.
Yeah, like, it's just really crazy because that's the thing is, yes, I grew up surrounded by Mormonism.
Yeah.
But the AUB is a whole other fucking realm.
What's AUB?
That's the polygamous group.
That's the polygamous group?
And if you tell anybody that it's the same thing as Mormonism,
they'll cut your neck.
Yeah, like, yeah. It's, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I had 2 different fucking religions growing up around me, and even when people left the polygamous group, the AUB, most of them just converted to Mormonism.
It's fair.
And left it at that because Mormonism actually gives you more freedom than the polygamous church.
Yeah, no, as you've told me.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's crazy.
Seems like, dog.
Yeah. So it's a weird thing. It's interesting that both sides of my family participated in it.
Yeah.
And that it's still fucking going on.
No, seriously. But I think it's that outside perspective where you can really see the box that you're kind of in. You know, that helps a lot, dog.
It really does.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like I didn't get anything as bad as majority of my cousins.
No, that's probably fucking true.
So they're pretty messed up.
I'm sure. Yeah, you were talking about how the common topic for people in Utah when you're at house parties or something like that, wherever they are, is trauma from the church.
Yep.
And all that.
Yeah.
Being 25, married with however many kids, and or divorced with however many kids, and fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. There were tons of 25-year-old men that would come up to me and just start bawling their eyes out, and they're like, I just got a divorce and I have 5 kids and fuck the church and just all that shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I barely feel like I'm ready for kids right now. I can prospect and be like, just be like, I would like kids at some point in time.
Yeah.
But not now. I can barely support myself.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine being 19, 20, 21 and just popping out 2 kids and being like, yeah, and this is life. This is just how you do it.
Yep.
And of course it is more acceptable elsewhere. It's more probable elsewhere. It's more financially probable elsewhere, but nah, dog. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So meeting people like that when you're coming into your younger adulthood, being seriously. A young adult, I was like, holy shit, am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm sure not. And the brain is still being formed. It's still a little mushy. So it's how can you expect to make all these choices? And the whole thing that people keep saying where it's how am I supposed to figure out what the fuck I want to do with the rest of my life at 18?
Yeah.
And it's like by that time in the Mormon church or in Utah or wherever, some places will say is like, you're married, and it's just that just is, you know, and
it's the rest of your life.
That's the rest of your fucking life.
Yep.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like I used to have conversations with my dad, and I would just be crying and like bawling my eyes out because I'm like, no, I need to be living on my own, and I need to be like doing this and doing that. And my dad would constantly reassure me, and he's like, you do know that most people, normal people in other parts of this country live with their parents for a lot of their young adulthood.
Gang shit.
He's like, do not feel bad about it. And they tried to convince me to move back in with them a lot of times. And I wish that I did. I'm glad that I have like renters fucking experience and shit.
Seriously.
Like, it's nice. But at the same time,
sometimes
like,
you just kind of want to be closer to family and take it a little bit more easy on yourself, you know?
Yeah, and not be broke for the last, like, 4 years.
That's a very good fucking point.
Yeah.
Yeah, just save money, you know?
Right. And I'm like, it's just wild because I never really put that into perspective until I moved here.
Sure. That's valid.
Yeah. So, it's a weird thing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting.
So try to full circle that back to feelings about last night.
Yeah,
and
like
kind of like what happened.
Well,
we always love a good full circle.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, seriously.
It was just crazy because when I was dating my ex, I wanted to get married.
Yeah. And you thought like, this is dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. And it's just weird to have the perspective now because in my brain growing up where I did, it was like, no, that was like the culture surrounding me telling me like, oh, this
is the norm.
Yeah, you're in love with this person, therefore you have to get married to them and spend your life with them. And it's just weird because I had a very strong feeling that this ex was going to propose to me at one point or another.
Sure.
And like even when we broke up, he told me that he was going to propose to me.
Word.
Yeah. And like it's a relieving feeling that I have escaped essentially.
No, seriously.
But it's still just so crazy because I actually feel that I'm like me here.
That you what?
That I'm like me in Connecticut.
Yeah, you
like
feel more yourself. You
feel
more free to express yourself in all the ways.
Exactly.
You know?
And I'm not like following a fucking script that was written for me.
Yeah. By the society that surrounds you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way it comes back around, or it relates to what I was talking about, is like after all of that, I just am trying to picture like where I would be at this point if I was still there.
Yeah, damn, son. It's funny how like the life direction and life path and how sometimes it can be the simplest decision, or for you I think it was like a dream, right? You know?
Yeah, it was a dream, and it was also a like
a literal dream, like
yeah, and also like my parents being like, please fucking leave. Please leave.
Get out.
Like, we love you so much, and yes, it's amazing to have you around, but please leave.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to mom and dad for just fucking looking out.
Yeah.
You know?
Seriously.
Seriously. Yo, check it.
Oh.
Utah.
Oh, goddamn.
Utah plates.
Yeah, they look like they're from Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, we just passed a car that had Utah plates.
Fucking Bob's Burgers looking ass.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers looking ass. Damn. Called out.
Something else that's really crazy I was thinking about.
What's up?
Did you know that for like 15 years in a row, Utah has been rated to have the prettiest women in the world?
Is that accurate?
I don't know, because I never actually like tried to pay attention.
Was that like nationally recognized, or was that like just Utah news within Utah?
No, like it's a whole thing. I think Vice did a thing on it. A
documentary on it?
Yeah, like they're like all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah.
Men who like aren't this is so stupid, but like aren't fortunate or like can't find a partner and stuff.
Yeah.
They like move to Utah
just to get some puss.
Just to get pussy.
Damn.
Because they know that these women want to get married.
I think that my brain kind of went to that where I was like, well, is it really that they're pretty or that for lack of a fucking better term, they're just fucking easy?
I guess so. Like, I never really looked into it.
Could be a little bit of both.
It could be both.
Yeah.
I know that the reason they said that is because, like, there's also, like, a lot of incest.
Word.
And
incest just breeds beautiful people, man.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, incest also breeds blue eyes, but, you know, if you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, blue eyes is a mutation.
Blue eyes, white dragon.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it's weird. Like, we were talking about it, like, even as a family a couple of years ago, and we're like, holy shit, yeah, there's a lot of guys that come from out of state just to go to college there because they're like, oh my god, I can, like,
I'm drowning in it.
Yeah, I can have any fucking bitch I want.
Word.
And it's wild. It's weird.
Yeah. How was your college experience? Well, you told me about it, but parlay it into this conversation. However, college just got brought up, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
Because my college experience was good, and then pretty much awful, and then it kind of mellowed out into like, I'll just fucking leave.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm not going to try as hard. But I did meet a whole lot of good friends who I still keep in contact with to this day.
Yeah.
I learned a lot in the artistic world. I had a place to be creative, and I am in debt.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. My college experience was fucking 0 out of 10.
Damn. Gomen Nasai.
Like, okay. I was supposed to go to Germany.
Yeah.
To go to college.
Yeah.
Which I haven't told you this.
What's up?
But in Utah, the school systems out there, we do not take the SAT. You
guys are fucking lucky. So what do you have?
The ACT.
Okay, I've heard about this, but I'm not too familiar. What's the main difference and etc.?
I know that the scoring system is different.
Yeah.
But I don't actually know the full differences.
I think that and this is just me speaking from the ass right now. From the butthole.
Yeah, dude.
I think that people who don't get good scores on the SAT typically take the ACT, not because it's easier, but because it's scored. It might be easier, but because it's scored different.
Yeah.
And then they just don't submit the SAT scores and just submit the ACT scores.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. And then you're more likely to get into better colleges or the colleges you want.
Yeah, because
something like that.
My school system changed it because they figured out that nobody tried to do good on the SAT.
Word.
And then there was a lot of cheating going on, and it just wasn't very secure. And so they changed it. And
also,
because
we're going into New Haven right now.
I was about to ask.
Yep, that big city skyline is New Haven. But
Hell
continue,
yeah.
please.
So yeah, the ACT is pretty much what fucked me over.
Go for it.
Out of country colleges
Yeah.
do not accept the ACT score.
Word.
They only accept the SAT score. And so I would have had to pay hella money
to
take the SAT out of high school, essentially, because I was already graduated.
Damn.
To then get into an out of country college.
Damn.
So they didn't accept me. And then I was fucked. So then me and my parents were like, all right, well, let's just get like a general degree. Like, let's get your generals out of the way so that when you pick to do something, you don't have to do them at the same time.
Yeah.
So then we tried to find the cheapest college that also wasn't like in my main area, so I could like have a college experience, quote unquote. We found my college, decided it was a good fit. I last minute did FOSFA. I fucking last minute got into the college. Like, everything that had to do with my college experience was extremely last minute.
Damn.
Like, extremely last minute. I didn't get to pick my classes.
Oh,
that
was me all the time because I fucking what's it called? Hold on, let me back up for a second.
No, you're good.
Well, let me finish the sentence. That was me all the time because I always had loans. And I had holds because we just didn't pay or we just didn't have the money. So it was just like, I was getting to the shit classes. But anyway, let me park for a second.
Got it. But yeah, like everything was extremely last minute. And then I got into my dorm and I didn't get to I know that nobody gets to pick their roommates, but like
you didn't get a choice.
I didn't get a choice in anything.
Here's your roommate.
Yeah, and like my roommates were awful. Like my classes sucked. I got like the new professors that like had never taught college. Like they just moved from teaching high school and like oh, you're good. Yeah, and so like my first semester of college I want to say was pretty good, but I also met my ex 1 month into my college experience.
I met her on the second day.
Yeah.
The worst relationship. Well, not it was a good relationship, but it traumatized me for years afterwards.
Yeah, same. It's crazy how that works. Yeah. Yeah, and so then like I don't know, like my friends got caught with drugs, people got fucking trespassed, my friends like stopped being friends with me. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, no, please drink some water. We're gonna need it. We're gonna walk for a hot second and probably circle back to the car.
Yeah.
And then walk for some more and then circle back to the car
but yeah, like it was fucking awful.
Seems like.
And like then second semester rolled around and I was homeless, and then COVID hit, and like I thought the world was ending, and then they canceled all of my lab classes because I had done my lecture classes first semester and then did my lab classes second semester. So all my labs got canceled, and then they were like, hey, pick pass or fail, but that was also a scam, and they scammed everybody into that. So then I fucking got on academic probation, and I threw my hands in the air and I said, fuck this.
Yep.
Fuck everything. I'm done. I'm not going back to school. So.
Word. Do you wanna take a pause, walk around for a little bit, or do you want to take the podcast with us?
We can pause for a minute.
Okay, cool. Walk around in New Haven for a second.
Oh yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be black and right back.
Yeah.
And she will be white here. Let's lean up on this bed. It is now 9 hours later. We had a full ass day.
Yep.
And we are now listening to some music in the background that you can't really hear. We're listening to God.
You're on a quick lunch break at the mall. A mall-solved vaporwave nostalgic mix.
By who on YouTube?
By Retro Player One on YouTube.
So we're listening to that, and she's feeling a little bit unhinged. Angelica's feeling a little bit unhinged, and I can match that energy at least a little bit. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit from talking about her life and her family's life in Utah to
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to go back into that topic. This is a completely different thing.
I know. I was gonna say I don't want to. I'm just my brain is like going 8,000 miles an hour.
I thought it was going like 2.
Well, that's the thing. It switches.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, it like goes high and then low and then high.
So kind of like bipolar or something like that. But not really.
But I don't know.
That's equally fair.
So.
We'll see, because I'm definitely bipolar.
I don't know.
I got that schizo skill, because I'm also schizoaffective.
That's hot.
It is. It's crazy. Bro, that's crazy. It's like, yeah, man, it really is. Yeah. As we're listening to Donkey Kong Jungle in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Do you remember Donkey Kong Jungle Beat?
Yes.
Did you have Donkey Kong Jungle Beat?
Yes.
It was fucking amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Dude, the controller was bongos.
Yeah.
It's bananas, wasn't it?
It made my brain go burp.
Yeah, seriously, in a good way.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm learning music and playing video game.
Yeah.
What?
But like, Rock Band was better.
I was more of a Guitar Hero guy.
Oh, fuck
and then
you.
hey, fuck off. And then they introduced And then they introduced like the Rock Band aesthetic into it, which was like the extra instruments, and I was like, oh, this is getting too cool.
Really?
I got to dip out this scene.
Listen, I will agree that Guitar Hero had better music.
Sure.
The reason Rock Band was amazing.
The reason Rock Band rocked.
Well, you could have like 6 players.
That's fair. Guitar Hero only allowed 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Rock Band was like in the Wii era.
That's true.
So you could have 6 players.
Yeah.
Me and all the fucking cousins would hang out in the basement playing Rock Band for 6 hours.
Damn.
And
kept all y'all occupied.
Oh yeah, but we didn't take it seriously.
Okay, so you guys were just on like easy, or did you guys do like super maximum hard?
We used to do like intermediate.
Yeah.
And like anybody who's doing the instruments, like they would play and like it would be fun. The thing is though, the fun part was the singing part.
The singing where you just had to like match the tone. You didn't have to say the words.
But like,
I want you to continue, please.
Yes. If if you did it on easy mode, it wouldn't make you match the tone.
Word.
You just sing and
just
have the lyrics.
Yeah.
So we would like make up the lyrics and we would just sing absolute nonsense
that would be fun.
to the music.
Yeah.
There was like a fucking song one of my cousins came up with about like chicken nuggets to like a Queen song.
Sure. Very respectful.
Yeah.
Of Freddie Mercury.
It was
Queen
fantastic.
in general.
Yeah. It was hilarious. Yeah, I don't remember how we got on this topic.
We were talking about boobs and butts and sticking certain genitalia into literally there's a video that exists online that is scarred into my memory. You missed the best part, by the way. We watched it in the car.
Okay.
The best part was him pulling it out, it going pop, and then the camera panned to the dude next to him, and the dude's face was just in awe. He was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I've seen it."
He witnessed the second coming.
He witnessed it. That's an innuendo in those camps, in 2 camps. The second coming, and the second coming.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a video of this dude putting his balls in this girl's butt and then his penis in her vagina, and it was that's some new age thinking, man.
It is.
I wouldn't think to do that personally. I would need to be a very brave, long-dicked homie to be able to do that. You know.
Like.
What are your words?
I'm not a guy, but like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seeing the way that he just like bent
the whole dick.
I was like.
Dicks are kind of bendable. I wouldn't try to break them, but like I wouldn't try to like completely yoga stretch them.
Do dicks have bones in them?
Raccoon penises have bones in them.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the reason they're called a boner. Life started with raccoon, evolved into.
We are all garbage monkeys.
We are all garbage monkeys. Trash pandas, please respectfully.
Nah.
Nah, garbage monkeys.
Yeah, garbage monkeys.
I'm gonna say it. It's like a racist term for black people. You fucking garbage monkeys.
I'm gonna set this down.
Don't worry, I can pick both up. Now you can hear me in stereo. And my girlfriend is racist. What was the racist thing you said this when we were leaving? How like, dude, that's not a fucking cricket. Here, take it. That's not a fucking cricket. Crickets are black. It's like I'm like, Angelica, you're so fucking racist. Crickets are green. They can be green too.
I said, where's the black crickets?
Where's the black crickets? Because where she's from, crickets are black. They ride around in lowriders. They drink 40s. Say, what's up, cuz? Speechless, ladies and gentlemen, and gentle germs.
I'm trying to and one you, and
no,
you're just
fucking,
and one-ing yourself.
That's what I'm fucking saying, man. You got to keep up in this competition.
I'm trying.
All right, go for it. What's your and one? or your one up? Your layup?
I have nothing.
Well, yeah, because anything you're going to say is going to make you sound racist.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. How's it feel being white, son?
You
not
know,
right, but white. That could be a t-shirt. I'm not right, but I am white.
Privilege.
Privilege. Oh, my God. Also, follow @gentrifiedmeat on Instagram.
Please.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the account, but it's going to be something legendary.
I see it as your meat spam account.
So, just pictures of my penis?
Yeah.
Or am I just going to, like, become a butcher out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it's like... It's my next venture.
Please let me take aesthetic photos of your dick.
You can't, because I can't take dick pics to save my life. It always looks small.
Men can't take dick pics.
Tell me why. Women can take nudes like it's their fucking day job.
Exactly.
Yeah, well done. to women and people. Well done to certain people who can take nudes of themselves.
Exactly.
Because it's not just women, but yeah.
I don't know. I've gotten some pretty fucking nasty dick pics.
Give me a visual example that will imprint into my mind, please. As Vaporwave is playing in the background.
The worst ones. The worst possible thing that you could do to take a dick pic.
Let's put put your 2-year-old child in frame.
I mean, yes.
I mean that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's a pretty rough one. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, the worst one is.
Go on. Continue.
Dude is laying like this.
Oh.
Completely.
Okay, so for because we don't have a visual here, so like laying down on his back, legs straight, toes pointed, straight,
holding it with their hand,
cupping it.
Yes. Yeah. Camera is right here.
Okay, so it's like on thigh. Camera's on thigh.
Yes, and so they're trying to make it look
bigger just by like the perspective.
Yeah, but then all you see in the background is just
like their face.
It's just their ugly fucking face.
Oh my god! And dicks already aren't pretty, so it's like. I'm telling you, man, there are no good. There's tasteful ways to send nudes as a man or a person with a penis. There is no good way to send a dick pic. There is no good way to send a dick pic.
I have this opinion that women like bulge pics, and
I can see that.
Send bulge pics.
Yeah, because it hides. It's like a mystery.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a secret.
It is.
And we want to see the secret.
It's mysterious.
Yeah, that's why you wear the gray sweats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just wear those gray sweats.
The other one, by the way, is you standing on the floor with your standing up, just generally.
Wait.
I can't.
Okay, because I'm imagining something.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. So Angelica's getting up.
So you're just standing like.
You're just standing. Is the phone on the fucking floor? Is
that where this? That I've actually received a dick pic like that.
That's awful.
One time.
That is awful.
No, you're standing like this, and you're holding it like this, and then you take like a POV picture with like your nasty ass.
Yeah, your nasty ass feet. Or your nasty ass bathroom floor.
And then the flash is on.
So it's just like white as shit, or yeah.
It's so bad.
Again, reiterating, there is no good way to fucking have a dick in a picture that is not full body, you know.
Yeah. Well.
Or not necessarily full body, but that's, I don't know. You go for it. Tell me.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back in my brain and think, oh, that's a good dick pic, but you know,
Or is it just like the general size of the dick that it's just like I'm sorry, go for it.
Okay, like I think I've received one where I was like, okay, that's not bad.
Okay,
like
continue.
Dude had like a mirror at the end of his bed on his wall.
Yeah.
And then he was sitting on the edge of his bed with like his legs spread.
Yeah.
But not like spread, just like generally.
We're not talking jam, we're talking more butter.
And then he was like leaning back a little bit.
Yeah.
And then took a mirror selfie.
Well, that's an artfully done dick pic.
It's tasteful.
Exactly. It's not just here's my penis.
Yeah. Like dudes are like, here, get inside my dick.
Exactly.
That's how they send dick pics.
Speaking of, we had a conversation on the ride over here, the ride over to her place. She literally just said off rip, just out of pocket.
Get inside my pee-pee.
Get inside of my pee-pee. And I was like, okay, I can. Anyway, that's the end of that statement.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the end of that line of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened earlier when we went to leave and you were like,
I had like a mental breakdown.
No, you asked me a question and I actually started responding and then just like complete utter nonsense came out of my mouth.
I don't remember. My memory's not good.
Oh,
or not that good.
You pointed at my fucking slides and you said, "Are you gonna put those on?" And I said, "My slides."
You just made a noise. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. I think you maybe were referencing these are my chocolates or something like that. Maybe, but yeah, you're just like my slides, beep or whatever the fuck, and I was like, Okay.
Sometimes you gotta make sound effects in life.
That is actually a very valid point.
So
that is actually a very valid point. I can cheers you with my mic to that. Hold on.
I think that was the realm my brain was in, but I just executed it extremely poorly.
No, I don't think it was executed poorly. I mean that all comedy and fucking great jokes and etc. are here to make you think about something.
That's true.
And make you laugh.
That's
true. I think that mission was succeeded in that. So I don't think it was poor. Okay. I think it was actually very rich. It was a good stew.
That's fair.
Yeah. It made me laugh, so I was like, it was better than like, yeah, Jordan, these are my fucking slides. What are you going to do about it? Or some shit like that. Some really aggressive, over the top shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I like to aggressively say no to you as a joke.
Yeah, but I know it's in love and in jest most times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, when you know I'm seriously saying no, you know what it is.
Well, I'm sure, but in this relationship we haven't really been serious, and let me rephrase that as it comes out my ass. as it comes out my ass, I rephrase that. Like, it's been a lot of fun, this relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, there hasn't been like a fight. I haven't had fights in my relationship in my relationships in general, kinda.
Yeah.
I've had because I've constantly talked in the relationship and try to be open with at least most of them.
Yeah.
Or the more recent ones.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. We haven't fought. It's just been like a lot of fucking fun, and I'm just like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, sick. Okay.
I mean, I'm vibing.
I'm vibing too.
Like,
it's nice.
I keep thinking I'm like, if we got in a fight, what would it even be about?
I feel like we just I could literally just throw in a why pee and then you just be like, okay.
No, seriously.
Yeah, like yeah. Oh, but what would it be about? Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, me neither.
I have no fucking idea.
Like, I don't even know like what an aggression towards you would be like.
Yeah. I think it's because we just talk it out so much.
Yeah.
Unless I like cut off your ankle or something like that. But even exactly.
You know, I get assaulted at work every day.
That's equally fair.
There's nothing you can do.
That's equally fair. By 3-year-olds, you can't fight back.
Yeah.
Can't fight back. They're protected.
I gotta.
By God. Yeah, you gotta hold in your pocket. Go outside, scream, smoke a cigarette, fucking.
Yeah.
Flick the cigarette in their eye. Say, I'll find you. I'll find you when you're 18 years old,
you know,
Jimmy.
One time.
Yeah, what's up? I'll be 42.
Okay, let me say this.
But I'll find you. Yeah.
I don't feel like I've said enough to where someone could like know where I work and shit. So,
no,
like, we're
yeah, no, go for
it. So one time, my student came up to me and just started like speaking utter nonsense.
He was like, ah!
But
it was like what you did with the fucking slides.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like just the dumbest fucking questions that he already knew the goddamn answer to.
He just wanted to hear himself talk.
Yeah, literally.
Damn, this fucking egotistical asshole.
And I was so stressed out.
Yeah.
It was hot as shit outside.
Yeah.
And I turned to him.
What'd you do? Angelica's taking a moment.
I looked him dead in the face and I said, "Shut up."
Like, look at me. Look at me in the fucking eyes. Your God is dead. Shut the fuck up. Go eat some fucking ice cream.
I said, "Shut up. Go play."
How did he respond?
He went and fucking played.
Man did what I asked.
He did.
He felt the fear of God within him. Butthole tightened and went and played. You know, there have been moments like that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just kind of like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Go over there. I need a minute. I need to like, commune with my higher power.
Yeah. I don't know. Did a teacher ever tell you to just literally shut up? Because I've had plenty of teachers tell me to shut up.
Not in my memory. Maybe I've just like disassociated in that, or
Fair.
like stuffed it down. But like, no. And I think it's just because I'm just a charming guy.
True.
That I'm like.
True.
That people just tend to like me because I'm really good at manipulation when it comes to people.
Fair.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty good at just making people like me because I don't like myself. You know.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
Dog.
It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's
All
okay.
right.
Yeah, but I just enjoy making people feel good and having a good view on me because I think I'm a piece of shit, but not really.
But you know.
I'm not. I know I'm not. But then there's that inner voice that's just like, you suck. And I'm like, I really don't. He's like, that's fair. But remember. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, well, we all have that shit. We are all our worst critic.
Yeah.
We are all our worst critics. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it kind of sucks sometimes. But to circle that back around, yeah, I'm a very charming dude. People tend to like me, so I haven't really encountered too many problems when it comes to like that shit.
That's fair.
Yeah. So yeah.
I was called very annoying for like majority of my childhood.
We
so.
fucking are. Yeah, I'm just fucking kidding. No, I enjoy your presence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I was a really annoying kid.
In what way? You're just like, hold on.
I was one of those.
Hold on. I want to say this.
Please do.
Just like constantly pissing and shitting yourself. Fucking off the cuff out of nowhere. Just at Disneyland. In line for fucking Return of the Minions 2. Just like, hey mom, guess what?
No, but I did get a bloody nose on the Indiana Jones ride.
Oh, that's acceptable. You can't expect those unless you physically punch yourself in the face. Hey mom.
No, I was severely dehydrated and doped up on cough medicine.
Oh.
That was my first experience at Disneyland.
I was doped up.
My mom shoved cough syrup in my mouth and said, "Have a good time."
Party. Welcome to Disney World.
Listen, we drove 12 and a half fucking hours to get to California.
Damn.
We were broke. Okay,
Damn.
we were not rich.
Yeah.
When I was a child, so like we got there, and I was like, "Mom, my throat hurts, and I don't feel good." And she just fucking
bought some fucking cough medicine,
put cough syrup down my throat, and said, "Enjoy your time."
How was your Disneyland trip?
Disneyland was a trip.
Exactly. Oh my god.
I remember.
That's an enhanced experience.
I remember. I think the Finding Nemo like submarine ride had just opened or some shit.
Sure.
And like, mind you, this is 2008.
Yeah.
And this was like one of the first rides with like, what's the word? Like a ride with like immersive experience. So it had like a screen the characters would talk to you. So you go down in the submarine, and then the portholes are screens. Yeah. And shit. Blowing my mind.
I'm sure. How old are you?
I was 7.
Yeah, no, that's definitely blowing your fucking existence.
Yeah, I was like, is this real life? And I think I remember turning to my dad, and my dad was like, "Calm down."
Bro. Just a fucking experience. He was your trip sitter. He was your trip sitter. It's like, man, let's bring him back down to reality for a second.
Basically. Yeah. I don't know. I was called very annoying. Well, okay. I was a bossy, annoying child. Like, I was one of those kids that was like, "Did you know?"
You were literally Angelica from Rugrats, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't a bitch.
That's equally fair.
I just, like, I wasn't a bully.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I would walk around and be like, "Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know aliens are on Mars?" And they're like, "That's not fucking true."
But I would like talk out my ass sometimes too.
You still do.
I do.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But yeah, I was bossy in a sense of like, I'd be like, "Why the fuck would you do it that way?"
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's 7 years old.
Like my whole childhood, like,
damn.
Like whole fucking childhood.
Do you have any idea why you're doing that?
No.
Okay, God. That's fair.
I just feel like I have this thing where I need to have a sense of control at a constant level every second of every day. That's where the anxiety comes from.
That makes sense.
So I need to constantly be in control, and then I'm like, okay, that includes controlling others.
Because if I got you.
Yeah. So I think it came from that. But my mom also saw it as like a way for me to be safe in this society.
That makes sense.
And so she like watered that plant.
That's actually not the worst thing.
She was like, "No, be bossy."
Because that didn't turn out too bad for you.
Yeah.
I like who you are today.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So Yeah. It is interesting. Like, I literally had a conversation with her about it, and she's like, no, I saw that you were bossy, and you want to know what that told me? I was like, what? She's like, your friends could never take advantage of you and turn you down the wrong path.
That's fucking true.
So.
It's fucking true.
Here I am today.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. It's crazy shit. But, yeah, my students are ravenous wolves.
Yes, they are. Hunting for your soul.
Yeah, basically.
And your sanity.
I mean, there's some sweet ones.
Yeah.
Like, one of my students is always fucking hugging me, and I'm like, dog.
He just likes affection?
Yeah.
Because he lacks it in his household?
Most likely.
Probably,
yeah. He's like, can I sit on your lap? And I'm like, no.
No. You're very sticky.
Yeah, basically.
Man just rolled around in glue and honey. Like, I'm all set.
You know, when they go get ice cream.
Yeah. I'm sure it's just all fucking over.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Like,
and then
it's fucking bathed
and then
in
they'll like come up to me and be like, I'm done. And I'm like, yeah, go wash your fucking hands.
Exactly.
No, you have to say, walk away. Walk away.
You had to point again. Back up. Sir, back the fuck up.
You know, it blows my mind because, like, I feel like this is why I can be around kids is because of this unhingedness.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they're like 10 steps above my being unhinged.
Well, yeah, dude, they're fresh out the womb. They don't give a shit, and they don't know anything about shit. They don't know shit about anything.
You know, people don't realize that 3-year-olds have an ego the size of fucking God.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm fucking sure. Because as far as they know, their perception is just, well, as far as I know, that they know, like, the perception is just like, I am the shit.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I'm the only thing that fucking matters. It's like pure survival, but
exactly.
It's like a different kind of pure survival, man.
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's fucking crazy.
Like, homies will, like, take other kids' toys.
Yeah.
And then,
fucking lie about it.
Yeah, they'll lie about it. Or the kid that they took the toy from will take it back, and then they come up to me and they straight up lie.
Yeah, exactly. They're just fucking cap all over.
I fucking saw that shit. Exactly. What are you talking about?
They don't care.
I straight up tell them, I'm like, no, I saw it with my eyes.
They're sociopaths.
Yes.
Straight
basically.
up sociopaths, yeah.
And then, like, I gotta explain empathy to these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how would you feel if...
It's like, bitch, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
They straight up tell me, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I'm just trying to teach you how to be a decent
Now imagine if, like,
being.
young ones fucking knew how to, like, swear properly.
Some of them do.
That's fair.
Some of them do.
In today's day and age, yeah. That's fucking fair.
Yeah.
I didn't even swear in elementary school, man. I didn't even say pissing. I remember this occasion. I was in the school library, and this one girl walked out. One of my friends was like, yeah, man, I'm kind of pissed off. And I was like, you shouldn't say that. And then this one girl said, like, Jordan, what's the big deal? It's just piss. And I was like, you shouldn't say that. And I still, that's like a core memory, but it's not like a core memory. It's like a appetizer core memory.
Oh, wow.
It's not a main dish. Yeah, it's a milestone or some shit. But
you know, relating back to piss.
Yeah, go for it. Throw it back.
It was 3rd grade.
Go for it. I like the story set up.
I had a boyfriend in 3rd grade.
Word. I had my hand.
In 3rd grade?
I didn't jerk off until I was like 12 or 13.
Okay,
I didn't start jerking off until I was like 12 or 13, but yeah.
So yeah, I had a boyfriend in 3rd grade.
I probably played with it once or twice, but I didn't know what to do with it.
You know,
I had the gun, I didn't know how to load the bullets,
That's fair.
Yeah, I didn't know how to
very
shoot,
fair. He didn't have the manual yet.
I didn't have the manual yet. I didn't have pull trigger. Insert bullet, pull trigger. Put hand on PP, jerk. Produce seed, make clone. Like, Yeah, anyway, go for it. I'm completely monopolizing that moment.
It's fair. It's hilarious.
Thank you.
What was I saying? I was in 3rd grade. I had a boyfriend.
Yes.
It was fucking lunchtime. I'm like sitting next to this dude, right? And he like said something to me This is core memory for me.
Sure.
This is like core memory.
Damn. Okay.
He said something funny to me. We're fucking in 3rd grade. Like, what isn't funny in 3rd grade?
That's very valid.
And I said, "That's so funny. I'm gonna pee on you."
And look at where we are now. Look at where we are now.
Wait.
Yeah, go for it.
Homie stood up and said, "I'm breaking up with you." And he fucking walked away. And I was so crushed.
Oh my god. You know what that is? That's ice cold. Now imagine if you like develop like a squirting thing. From that. That's where the squirting kink came in. That's where the piss kink came in. That point of shame while we're listening to fucking saxophone on vaporwave.
I'm gonna pee on you.
I want to pee on you. She said it like that.
I don't remember what this kid looked like.
That's fair. You just remember just a shadowy blob just fucking getting up.
Yes.
Just be like, I'm gonna break up with you.
Yeah, he
fucking disgusting.
He said, "I'm breaking up with you." We're like,
yeah. It's like, what? He just picks up his lunch
like
tray.
8 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He just picks up his lunch tray, walks over to the next table.
Yeah.
With his
No,
boys.
he threw his lunch away and went out to recess.
Dude, he was having a moment. He was like,
Yeah,
I
dude.
thought she was the one. And he's like the dude in the rain, fucking in like, what is it, early 2000s in the all FUBU shirt.
the drama.
The
of
drama.
3rd grade.
Exactly.
No, 3rd
Thinking
grade
about
was
his
a fucking
existence.
trip for me.
Fucking
dude.
is, man. Halfway through elementary school.
I started spin the bottle at recess.
God damn. Who are you? So I heard about this game.
I'm God.
I'm God. I dig it. High five. Congratulations. Welcome back into existence.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was because at the time I was going to school.
Mm-hmm.
So basically my family got fucking kicked out of our house and we had to move in with my grandma.
Yeah.
And so I had to go to a new school.
Yeah.
And I was living with my cousins at the time and her mom had like a ton of DVDs. So we just started watching rom-coms.
Sure.
Like without asking, completely without adult supervision.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what movie it was. I want to know so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a bunch of kids together at recess and I was like, "Hey, this is a game that you play."
This is a game that the cool kids play.
Not even cool kids. I just literally said, "Hey, check this out."
Yeah.
And everybody like started doing it and then
Were they kissing?
Yeah.
Oh damn, they went for it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And these were like Mormon children as well?
Yeah.
You are not God, you are Satan.
Yeah. I got influence.
You got influence?
But no, like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I would start these types of things. Like, there's so many instances of this, like, throughout all of elementary school for me. But, like, I started this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never kissed anybody. I just, like, watched it.
You just watched it.
I just watched it because I thought it was funny.
You're fucking the dude, like, wringing their hands, saying, yes, sin.
Yeah, pretty
sin
much.
for me.
And then when I saw it getting out of hand, I literally dipped.
He was like, all right, have fun, guys.
Yeah.
Have fun, 8-year-olds making out with each other.
And the principal.
Yeah, exactly. And who did it? Who started it?
And asked who did it.
Yeah. And then what?
And they said it was me.
Yeah.
But by the time they found out who it was, I had already moved back up north.
Dude, fucking high five. Get after it. That's how to do a cool, clean Ocean's 11 style job.
Well, no, it gets kind of worse because
okay. Continue.
my cousin was still going to the school.
Oh, dude. Yeah?
And they got her in trouble.
Oh, dude. Not the cuzzo.
Because she had a small involvement in it, like a minuscule involvement.
So
like she
like,
brought the bottle or something.
Oh my god. Fucking policing 8-year-olds over
yeah,
here.
literally.
For breaking Mormon religion.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I haven't thought about this in years.
Yeah, damn. Mm.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a little bit too much heat in the spicy pan, I dip. Let the chefs clean up let the sous chefs fucking clean up the kitchen. I'm gonna go out back for a cigarette.
Oh my god.
Live my goddamn life.
So yeah, that's my personality.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I enjoy you. We can be chaotic beings together. or at least half chaotic beings.
Yeah.
You know, we have our we have our suns and moons and our risings.
We do. We do.
Seriously.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
My voice is hurting.
It's okay. We're rocking about like 30 minutes. Yeah, 32 minutes.
Cool.
That's about it. That's about a good episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, we looped it back to Utah, which is all that mattered.
Yeah.
Also,
true.
I'm kind of hungry.
Same.
Do you want to try to scrounge up some food? Do you think we have anything in the fridge? Do you think your aunt and uncle have anything in the fridge?
Yeah, we got chicken nuggets.
Yo, we got dino nuggets.
We got dino nuggets.
Or we got, what do they call them? Dino friends or something like that?
Some fucking gay shit.
You guys are fucking saying. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been your Chux content for the fucking who's he what's it? I don't know. For the
I'm
day.
not homophobic or racist, by the way.
Only against insects and people. Only against insects and people.
Jesus Christ.
She technically is like half gay, so it's okay.
I'm some type of queer.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm some flavor of gay.
Same here. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to your daily dose of Chux content. We'll be back on the daily, but not really. Catch you later.
Peace.